What's up, friends? Welcome, happy Monday. Checking in with our levels. Let me know if it sounds okay. I got the music up a little bit, but I felt like we all needed a bit of a boost this morning. Am I right? So listen, I'm still not allowed to weight bear on my foot. And actually, I have to say over the past couple days, it's feeling so much better. So I have hope that it's all gonna be all right. Enjoy. And welcome to all of my regulars. So today, just giving myself a little extra pump up here. My goal is to use my bar. This is just a wooden fancy Etsy purchase. To use my bar to do a little health bouncing. I understand from our chat that we need some shoulder, neck, and lower back engagement. Yeah, me too. So listen, if you want to join me today and have a little extra support, again, if you're new to the channel, you're looking for some cardio, just go back. Where are we? 94, class number 94. So there are tons and tons of classes that are up for you that are more of a cardio bounce. But you know, sometimes you got to roll with the punches of life. And so my hope is that this series of classes are going to give you a great upper body session. That's what we're here for today. But also just some options for when things aren't going so great. So we're going to begin on the rebounder with just like a health bounce, little shoulder mobility. Then we'll get some stretches, some preps, and all of the good stuff in, all right? So, wish me luck. No, it's all right. So I kind of test drove it, and you know, I saw a video the other day that was like touting the benefits of bouncing, and I was like, I miss the benefits of bouncing. So I wanted to bounce, okay? So I got the bar here. I'm not gonna put a ton of weight in my right leg. I'm actually just gonna leave it out here. It's gonna be a little pirate, you know? God, my husband and the pirate jokes lately are just like, out of control. It's a little bit much, but you know, you got to give them something. They're really helping me out. So if they have to crack a pirate joke here or there, it's gonna be all right. All right, so we're feeling pretty good. Looking at this up, who's there? Good morning. Oh, thank you, Richard. Wait, is that Colleen's Richard or a new Richard? Let me know. Either way, welcome. Let's take a deep breath in, arms up overhead. And press all the way down. And again, lift up. And if it's not happening all the way overhead because your neck is sore or tense, just take it up halfway. It's all good, right? So in our health bounce, we are literally just pushing into the bungees. We're using them for resistance. And we're trying to keep an upright posture. Good, let's go one more. So you can take your hands down to your sides or onto your hips, or if you're using a bar or support, you can just rest them here. Let's think about our feet being about hip width distance apart. If you need to slow the bounce down to do that, no worries. A little bend in your knees, feeling a nice strong connection to the bottom of your foot. Normally I do bounce barefoot. That might need to change over the next couple months, but I'm just trying to balance out the weight through the bottoms of my feet. So essentially we're pushing, down, down, down. For a moment, let's think about a heavy weight tugging down on the tailbone, just so you feel a little bit of openness in the low back. You can think of the back of your rib cage just lifting, floating up above it, and sometimes that'll help you engage through your core muscles as well. We're just looking for what's called axial elongation, lifting from the bottom to the top as we're bouncing. Last thing I want you to check in with, are you bouncing with your head in front of your body, or can you bring your chin back a little bit? Can you feel your ears kind of dropping right over your shoulders? Yeah. Okay, now that we've got that, let's just take our arms, I'm afraid I'm gonna hit this, just forward and down. This is gonna challenge our balance a little bit, so feel where the center of the mat is, there we go, and try to stay centered. This is the first time I'm doing this, you all, and so I hope you're gonna have a good time with me. We're making it up as we go along, but working the rules of biomechanics as we do. Good. Let's go for two more. It's all an adventure, right? Let's go up and to the side. So we're gonna go up, open out to the side, reach it forward and press it down. Good. Again, up and out, forward and down again. Reach, press back, wide collarbones, forward and down, up and open, forward and down. A couple more. Up, open, forward and down. One more. Up, open, forward and down. Good. Keep that health bounce going. We're gonna roll the shoulders going forward, up and back. And again. Good. Feels good to move upright, right? Reverse your shoulder blades. Forward, back to the front. 2, 3, 4. Let's work the front to back. We're gonna send the arms out, elbows pull back. Front, good. Remember, we're doing an upper body strength today, so the bounce is here. I promise as soon as I can, you know I'll be back up here, pounding it out. Good. I am gonna come down onto my knees though, and we're gonna do a little bit of, I'll give you something to do while I do my modification. If you need the modification too, you can take it. Good. All right, we got 4 more. 4, 3, whoa. That's why we had the balance there. Last one, pull it back and hold. Flip your elbows down, reach it up, and pull it down, up, and pull it down, up. Good. Excellent. We go for 4, just getting a little warmer. 3, 2, lift up through the sides. Last one. Good. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, let's calm our bounce down. Let's open our legs wider into a wide stance position. Arms by the side. We're gonna just take a side bend over. All the way down. And then lift it all the way back up. Feel your posture organized over the center of your mat as you go side to side. That's it. And reach down to pull it all the way up. Keep going over to the right side. Let's shift this out of the way. This is just more to help me get up and down. Over to the left. Good. Bring it all the way back to center. Let's go one more time each side. Yes. All the way back up to center. Good. And last one. Think I'm losing my mind. Good. I know I'm technically cheating, but it's okay. I'm still under my step count today, so I'm allowed 3,000 a day. Hands on the knees. Reach forward in a flat back, chest out, butt back, and then when we come down, we're gonna curl our tail under and round all the way up to the top. So we're doing kind of a ripple here, reaching forward, curl the tail under. Think of zipping up through the center of your core. Bend your knees, big stretch. This is one of those ones that can help warm up the lower back, especially right here. The tuck and the lift, all the way up to the top, opening those hips. Last 2, reaching forward. Rounding up, coming back to face you. And last one, reaching forward. Good, and round all the way up. Okay, so I'm gonna come down onto my knees. If you wanna join me for the knee exploration, you're more than welcome. This is gonna be my cardio sort of piece. If you wanna do a health bounce or if you wanna get some air, then I want you to go for it, okay? So again, like the weight bearing, because the rebounder has, this is where we get scientific about it, there is G-force behind it, so it does mimic impact without the impact of the floor. And when I asked my doctor if I could rebound, she said, no effing way. So, but she didn't say I couldn't do it on my knees. That's it. And if I were in pain, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't sacrifice myself. This is more for my joy. So bring your elbows to a 90-degree position. I've got a little fold in my hips to the side. That's what it looks like. We're gonna pull the elbows back, just back, back, back. You gotta kind of find the right rhythm. And on the knees, it's not the easiest to stay up and keep up. Good. That's it. All right. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and good. All right, so come back to center and just find that little health bounce. We're gonna, again, if you're with me on your knees, do your best, or you can step to the side. We're gonna go out, in, out, in, out, in. The control is the best part. And sometimes swinging those arms is gonna help. I have to say, I've been doing all my leg workouts. You've seen me a little bit on the stool, or we have a bench at home, a upholstered bench, kind of a workout bench. And I've been doing my squats on my knees. And though I'd be lying if I said it was totally comfortable, it's really actually strengthening up my knee support muscles. Come on, bounce. Good. All right, if you're stepping side to side, we go 4. It's not easy. 3, that's it. You gotta push down through those knees. 2. 1. Good. Let's go out with both and in with both. That's the challenge. Out with both and in with both. If you are bouncing on your feet, you feel free to take it into jacks. I'm gonna stay with this feet out, in, and out, and in. Is it ridiculous as it feels? Good. And in, 1 more, and out, and in. All right, everybody, calm it down. I said I'd try it. It's all good. All right, let's get on our hands and knees. So if you're standing, I want you to come on down with me. We're gonna do a little shoulder back warm up, and then we're gonna get into our first circuit. It's gonna be great. So come onto your hands and knees here. I like to make a little space for my bungees. Maybe you do too. We're gonna place those knees right under the hips, shoulders over our wrists. Take a little cat-cow, kind of like we did before, but big back stretch. Curl, tuck, chin towards your throat. Reach it in the opposite way, tail to the sky, chest on the ceiling. And again, round it over. Reaching through. Again, round. And reach. Good. Come back to center. Bring your right ear to your right hip, kind of like wagging your tail to the right, and then go to the other side. It's like a little side bend, but your goal is to stretch the sides of your waist as you go side to side. Good. Reach it over to the side. Excellent. Reach it over to the side. 1 more to the opposite side. Think of bringing your ear to shoulder instead of looking like I did. Good. Come back to center. Find a strong connection to your center. Reach that front arm up. And then let's just thread the needle for a moment. Reach it through. Little stretch through the shoulder blades. Lots of support through your breath. Good. Breathing in. Lots of support through your hand that's hanging onto the bar. We're going to push through the knees and that hand. Release up to the sky. Now hold it here for a minute. Really reach up. Really stretch through your sides. Good. Bring it all the way down. Other side. Open it up. Good. Reach it through. And just breathe it. Sometimes I like to shift my hips in the direction of the arm that I'm stretching. Sometimes that feels good. Good. We're going to press down through the knees, through the hand. Bring it all the way up. Bring it back to the bar, widen through your knees, and just take a little rest pose all the way back. Release out of that. Take both hands over to the right side and shift your hips to the left. Good, and then other side, and I'm replacing my bungees as we get this stretch going. Excellent, and then come all the way up. All right, so we're gonna come around and have a seat on your rebounder. We're gonna floss some nerves. Here's the deal with nerve flossing. It's meant to create a glide, and on the first couple repetitions, often there's a little bit of friction, like meaning it feels like you can't move as much. The goal is not to be a champion, it's to just experience it. We're gonna do about 8 to 10 repetitions of each. Sometimes if this feels really good to those of you who are struggling with neck tension today, then you can definitely plan on doing more of it, but it's not more is better. It's like 2-3 times a day, okay? So we want our hand going stop out to the side, okay? You're gonna take your fingers of your left hand down as you bring your ear to the right. Some people like to give a little pressure here so that there's a stretch out here. And then you're gonna take your fingers up as you take your ear to the left. And there's a rhythm to it, so we're gonna go down and up consistently. All right, join me if you haven't already. And just notice, sometimes you get a little tingle in your hands. Honestly, as long as it's not something that feels painful, that's pretty normal. Good, I think I see Colleen just dropped in. Hello, hello. I'll read. Gotta find a way to make everything bigger. My multifocals are not working so well today. One more here. Just bring it over. Good, and then release, shake it out. Let's go to the other side. Stay stopped to the other side. This is where your ear goes to your shoulder. That feels nice. Go over and up. You know, and ideally, everything else is staying pretty still. Shoulders and hips staying square to the front. Just moving and grooving around. Good. And it's not so much like a static stretch where you're stopping and holding for a long period of time. You're more kind of like trying to get to the end of it and then moving to the other end of it. Good. And I just find that with some regularity that this actually helps me. Sometimes my hands fall asleep in the night. I kind of sleep like a squirrel. It's not great. Can't help it. Good. One more time. Woo. All right. Shake it out. Take a minute. We're having fun. Oh, okay, Colleen. Thank you. You'll check us out later. All right. Make a okay symbol. Make an okay emoji with your hand. This is the second one. It's for wrists. So we're gonna come up, and whether or not you're able to do it, don't worry too much. You wanna make an like an owl, half of an owl on your eye, and then press your elbow back, and then release, and we're gonna come down. So we come up, okay, touch your cheek, your jawbone, press your elbow back once you put that spectacle on, and then bring it all the way down. And I'm doing a little flare. You can do whatever you want. Good. Press it back. If you're wondering where you're feeling it, usually towards the pinky side of your forearms. God, I miss dancing on the rebounder. We'll be back soon enough. Patience is a virtue, right? Good. Let's go one more on this side. Some folks feel nothing doing this. Some folks feel like it's impossible. It's an option, you know. For me, I get tight out here, it works. All right, so make that okay symbol, which feels awkward on this side, and then frame your eye and push your elbow back. Good, reach it down. And all the way back. And all the way down. So today, when we get into our lifting, which is happening right after this, you can have an option to stand on the floor, kneel on the rebounder with me, or stand on the rebounder. That'll be your choice. So if you're looking for more of a stability challenge and you're working on your balance, meaning it's not super confident enough, then just make sure if you choose an element like balance to work on, let's do one more of these, that's also not where you're making the choice for your heaviest weight. Good, relax. So you want to just think about overloading all of the systems at once is not the best strategy. Overloading one at a time, so lifting a little heavier than you normally do, great strategy. Going a little lighter, working on balance, great strategy. Doing both at the same time when you haven't built up a tolerance for them, it's more stress in the negative end than maybe the positive end, okay? So we're gonna start with some rows. All right, so that means we're coming up. I have all sorts of weights here. I'm gonna bring over a 20 and a 15 and see what happens. So for the first one, we're gonna be on the knee, and I'm just really using this leg as a kickstand. So I'll take a bit of a diagonal position. This is how it works best for me on the rebounder because it's not a bench, there's not kind of a corner. But I'll show you with the lighter weight, what we're gonna do is feel our shoulders and hips as square as possible. We're gonna be bringing it up and then reaching it down. Remember when we row, I don't wanna do it with weight, we're not coming up into that squirrel place. We're coming up with the hands back to the bottom of the ribs or to the hips. We're gonna go 2 and 2, 2 counts up, 2 counts down. We'll get our timer up and ready. And then we're gonna move on to some biceps. And then we're gonna move on to some shoulder work. So I want you to make sure that you are ready. I shouldn't talk and do this at the same time. Come on. There we go. Doop. Come on, timer. Come on, timer. All right, we start in 15 seconds with our rows to begin. So I'm gonna go a little lighter. I haven't been working out as much as possible, so I'm gonna do the 15-pound. We go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for 2, down for 2. We're going slow because I want you to have plenty of time to navigate through your range of motion. Feeling your back wide. Remember, if your lower back starts to talk, think about hugging the front of your abdomen up to just support that lower back. Good. We got 15 seconds left. We're going about 45 seconds per each round just to get our good strengthening in. 5 seconds. Good. Let's see if we can get one more good one in. Pull it up, reach it all the way down. All right. Putting this one over. I'm going to be switching side to side. You do whatever makes the most sense for you. Ready, steady. Get your weight, let's go. We go up and down. Pull it in, up. Good. I gotta say, I went through a tiny bit of the low feels last week with everything. And then I got my all-terrain scooter delivered. And Flashlight is a sled dog, so he is very excited to be doing the scooter. He's not pulling too bad either. He's actually awesome on it. So we got to go to the park again today, our big park, not our small park, and it was awesome. It was awesome. 5 seconds left. Let's get one more good one in. It's amazing what happens when you get back to the things you like. It's more about the outside than the exercise. All right, everybody. Standing bicep curls. I'm gonna go 10 pounds. You can pick your pleasure. I'm gonna go kneeling. You can join me here if you like. We're gonna turn those palms forward, roll the shoulders back. We've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, nice and tall. 1, up and down. Just easy on this first round. 2 counts up, 2 counts down. That's it. Every time I lift a weight, I always want to feel just a little bit of core engagement, meaning less about like tight abs or toned abs, more about support for my spine. So if you're lifting your weight and you feel like your back is collapsing, we want to do a little more breathing, a little more lengthening like we did at the beginning. Good. I love bouncing to this song. We're just lifting, we're having a good time. Here we go. Reach it up. Good. 5 seconds. That's right. And last one. And lower down. All right, so for the last one, let's see. Anytime I put my weights down, I'm just putting them super close to the rebounder so I don't lose them. I'm gonna go 5s. We're gonna do a front raise followed by a side raise. So remember, you can go up to the front, all the way down, out to the side. I'm gonna do palms down, all the way down. Or you can go one, and then the other side, all right? Either way counts. We go in 4, 3, 2, here we go, nice and strong. Go up and side. Nice and easy, a flow. Keep those collarbones wide. In the event that the long arm is bothering your neck, you can do elbows and elbows. That should help, okay? Actually, it doesn't feel too bad doing that. Good. Or you can do that long arm. And when you get tired, if you get tired, switch to single arms. Doing too many things. Good. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get one more side raise in to just even it out. Woo. Okay, yes. All right, hopefully that's feeling all right. From here, we're gonna take a little core break. So come on down to your side. We'll come back and we'll do that whole series one more time. Let's go calves into the rebounder, feet flat, using your frame as much or as little as you like to. We're gonna take 4 counts to roll down, 4 counts to roll back up, push into the mat to get yourself going. Here we go. We go down, 2, 3, head rests, reach up, grab, push, whatever you need, 3 and 4. Roll down, 2, 3 and 4. Come up, push down, kick those heels into the ground. Really nice. Down, 2, 3, and curl. Excellent. Down, 2, 3. Keep going. Just a few more. Excellent. Breathe in, breathe out. 10 more seconds. Let's go up, down, up. Okay? We can make it. Here we go. Down. Press through the ribs, press through the lower back. Good, come all the way to the top. Okay, one more little core exercise and we get all the way back in. Make a little I Dream of Jeannie arms, okay? Draw those shoulder blades back. Curl your tail under and come back to a place that feels slightly challenging, not the most challenging you've got. We're gonna twist 8 and 7, 6, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come center, roll down, maybe another inch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep curling that tail. 3, 2, 1. Come center, roll back one more time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Smile, breathe. Last 2, come back to center, come all the way up. Take your hands onto the frame and give yourself a little back bend. For real though. Okay, awesome. All right, let's get in and back to our rows. Okay. Should we go for the 20 pounds? Why not? Let's just go for the 20 pounds. I'm gonna go for the 20 pounds. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be great. We've got 45 seconds. It's all good. All right, get that first weight ready, everybody. We go in 3, 2, 1. Up, all the way down. This is where my boot anchors me best here. If you need to put your foot farther back, on the other side, I'm putting my foot farther back. It's more along the lines of just keeping your chest and your hips square and using the arm. 2 counts up, all the way down. Keep that neck long with your shoulder blades sliding towards your spine and then sliding away from your spine. Yes, pull it up, reach it down. Good. Almost there. One more. Pull and release. All right, swiveling to the other side. I'm now starting to think that there were Why am I getting so many trolls lately, huh? I mean, dental trolls, but still. Whatever. All my female and female supporting folks out there, you gotta watch the series Power on Amazon Prime. We'll talk about it later. All right, ready, set, go. 2 counts up. All the women develop the power to harness electricity, and chaos ensues. But it now makes me want the power to harness electricity. It's a pretty fantastic show. Up and reach. Yes. We got it, almost there. Lift it up. Lower it down. Up. Let's get one more in here. Pull and lower. All right, now's the chance. If you want to up your weights for your biceps, now is your moment. I'm gonna give it a round with the 15s. We can do it. I'm so motivated. I can't tell you, like, I think if I weren't working as hard as we've been working, I don't know that I would be doing as well with the boot. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Up and down. Raw. So I am motivated to keep the strength training going. Mentally is the hardest challenge. Sometimes when you're feeling out of commission, you just want to sleep. I've been doing plenty of that too. But there's that feeling of being able to lift that scooter up into the car by myself. It's pretty awesome. Oh, maybe regretting these, but that's okay. We're good. Pull and lower. 10 seconds. So just being mindful not to be hinging from my back, really folding from my elbows. I hope you're doing the same thing. Last one, get it up, up. And all the way down. Good, I don't know what those words were, but they happened. All right, putting that one under, putting this one under. Okay, 5s. I need the 5s for my shoulders right now. Okay, front and side. Roll those shoulders back. Ready, set, and go. Let's just find a nice rhythm between the two. I do find that pressing evenly down through both feet or both knees, or if you're sitting, both sits bones. It was pretty interesting yesterday. I did a kind of a conditioning class, and I just translated everything onto my knees on that cushy bench. And it was a workout. I mean, it works just as well as anything else, which we know, but it's just like there's such a element of discomfort associated with the knees. Things change slightly when they're the option that you have. So I'm not telling everybody to work out on their knees. I'm just sharing what insights I've gained. Last one. Since doing it. All right, relax. Come on down. So this time, I'd like you to choose a weight that works for you. I know, Tracy. I mean, it's a story for another time. We're at like, what am I at? Like 494 subscribers, and I'm trying to get to that 500. I know you all support me all the time, but it's just like, is this the way that we do it? Is this the way? Grab a weight if you want. We're gonna start with our hands at the chest. You'll curl back, reach your arms long. We're gonna bring it up overhead. Now, once you get down to the mat, I want you to really stay connected through your pelvis and your rib cage, because we're gonna do a slow pullover, which means just reaching your arms back as far as you can without popping your back off the mat. So we're not bending our back to do it. We're really keeping a nice, strong relationship, almost like invisible suspenders between the ribs and the hips here, and they stay real tight as you reach back so that your torso doesn't move, you're just stretching. Then you're gonna bring it forward. We're gonna curl it up, and as we come to the top, we'll pull it into your chest, okay? Yeah, lots going on. All right, we're sitting up tall. We're gonna press back, roll it back, set your torso against the mat, keep it there, reach it over as far as you can, bring it all the way up over chest. That's when you start to nod forward, that's when you start to press down, that's when you start to pull in, okay? Yeah. Reach back, bring it up, and curl. That's it. Stretch it back. Press it through. Press down through the back of your rib cage. Pull into your chest. That's it. All strong, controlled motions. Let the weight counterbalance, so really reach it forward to help balance you to come up. It should make it a little easier, but I also know that sometimes it's a matter of actually getting up, so do the best you can. We're gonna do 3 more like this. Reach. Bring it all the way back. Bring it all the way forward. Come all the way up and in. 1 more. Bring it back. Bring it through. And then all the way up. All right, good work. Now, we're gonna do a quick little shoulder exercise. I really like this for mobility. You can choose to do with a 3-pound, 1, 2, now no weight at all. I'm gonna do a 5 today. So we're gonna just come down onto the side of our rebounder, and the intention is to, it doesn't work quite well this way. I'm just gonna let my elbow rest against my thigh. Ideally, you all without the boot, maybe you'll be here. So we're gonna do a little rotator cuff exercise. So you're controlling, I'm gonna keep my elbow at the same place on my knee, and then just let it roll down, like it's like your bicep is turning, twisting down without popping your shoulder forward. So it's staying in the socket, and then you're pressing the back of your hand back and then taking it back the way. So ideally it's this movement. Why are the words escaping me? Back and forth, but the twist is in your joint in a healthy way. No pinching, no pain. If you have any of those, then do not do it with a weight. Just do it in a range that does not cause pain. That's the deal. We don't work into pain. We can tiptoe up to it to see what's there if we can support ourselves through it, but it's not necessary to work in pain. All right, if you're with me on your forearm, then you're staying lifted. Here we go. Rotating forward as far as you can. And I just let that weight take me over. Bringing it back. Good. All the way forward. The reason why I like this for myself is that sometimes I get stuck in these places where I'm like, I feel pinchy and stretching isn't getting it. It's almost like my arm is stuck in one range of the possibilities of motion. And so sometimes doing a little extra rotational movement can be like just awesome. Good, let's do 2 more. And you can feel it. It definitely works your shoulder joint. Good. All the way back up. Excellent, release. All right, let's go to the other side. I'm going to get blood work today because they just want to check all the things, make sure there's nothing else going on besides injury, you know. Especially with the autoimmune. You people, if you're with me on that, you know what that's like. Ready? Here we go. So I'm just imagining that my veins will be all pumped up for the nurse. They always like that, right? This is your weird trainer. These are the things I think about while I'm working out. I like a one and done. I don't want to be stuck twice. I've had enough blood work in my life to know. I even have a tattoo on my wrist that says be gentle. And part of the messaging is for me, be gentle to myself, but it's also because going through lots of infertility surgeries, things like that, I got sick and tired of being jabbed, so I always like put it right in their face and say, this message is for you. Some of them really appreciate that, some of them do not. I appreciate all my nurses, but you do get the phlebotomists. Some are nicer than others, you know? Whew. Good. Yeah, it's only gonna cost me like, $500 to get my blood drawn. Speaking of our last conversation about women's health, here's our last one. Good. Okay. Come on forward. Have a seat. Feels like a spicy Monday. That's what happens when I get out in a scooter. There were a lot of people rolling their eyes at me, I'll tell you that. But you know what? They lack imagination, folks. That's what it is. All right, we're seated. We're gonna do some shoulder presses. They're called Arnold presses for the Schwarzenegger. We come forward. We're gonna go out to the side, rotating like this. We're gonna press overhead with both arms. We're coming back down. You're rotating in front of your face. Listen, if you're not in a space where pressing over the head feels good, you can just lift your elbows a bit. It still works your shoulders. If this is gonna cause you neck tension or arm tension, why bother, right? I have to continually remind myself of that too, okay? So we're gonna do a couple sets of this. So let's get standing. It's just not easy to stand on this side. We're gonna come up, ready, set, open out, press up. You absolutely could do this on your knees or standing too. I just feel like sitting is gonna challenge me to keep that low back long, yeah? Reach, push. Thinking about lifting your ears away from your shoulders. Press it up, that's it. Good. You got it. Under 10 seconds. Almost there. Push. Last 5. Let's get one more. Press. Good. Release. Okay. I think we can keep these up here. We're gonna come into a plank on your forearms, and then we're gonna do one more. These are our last 2 exercises. I don't know if it's gonna work, y'all. I'm gonna put mine over here. All right, so find your way into a plank position, elbows down. You could rest here and take a little bit of the weight off of your shoulders, or you can hover above the frame. I'm just keeping this one bent. Ready, set, go, and breathe. So I do a little tiny tuck of my tailbone here just to find a bit more connection to my low belly muscles, just to find a little more support. Breathe, almost there. 15 seconds. Then we stretch. We do one more of each and then we stretch. Okay? Breathe it, breathe it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. You can tell the music's slowing down. We're getting there. I'm gonna interlace my hands behind my back and stretch out through my arms because they want it, Okay. All right, last round. Choose your weight for your shoulders. We're gonna do one more 45-second, one more plank, then some good arm stretches, okay? We worked in some mobility. Hopefully you're feeling a little more capable. Watch your range. Stay curious, stay supported. Ready, set, go. Lift it up. Rotate out. Down and in. I'm gonna go on the beat on this one, which means I might get a little more repetitions in, but that's okay. It feels nice and smooth. There we go. Press. We got it. Definitely feeling those arms, looking for the support. trying to keep my wrists long. Ooh, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. I know, me too. Pump it up. Good. Get those veins ready. Last one. All the way down. Oh, okay. Last big push. Good. All right, Tracy, I'm glad you are feeling better. Can you lay down? It's gonna work your chest if you lay down, unless you just wanna do the mobility. Yeah, or you can just lay down, Tracy, and take a break if that's what you need. So remember, if we're here and we're pushing up, if you're laying down, then that is gonna be a chest press. If you're reaching over your head, that's gonna be a shoulder press. So it's two separate movements. But if you wanna take a chest press, look, it's all movement is good movement as long as it's not causing pain, okay? Let's get into that plank, the last one. Ready? We go in 3, 2, and 1. Get it, get it, get it. All right, just about there. I thought I had one more song left, that's okay. Yes, good. 15 seconds, everybody, breathe. Stay long, stay supported. Push down through your toes, down through your back through your heels, forward through your chest. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Walk yourself back up. Have a seat. Grab a drink. I'm going to just get us a tiny bit of music because I like finishing our stretchy stretch with music. Let's do this. Why not? All right. One. All right. Have a seat. We'll end on a good. Okay. We're on. I just lost my place. Okay, stretching. We're stretching. All right, let's take our right arm across. You're gonna hook your left elbow under and bring it across. This you can absolutely do laying down. Just harder for you to see. So I like to push my chest into my arm forward so that instead of being rounded back, it's push. Yeah. My spice. My spice or my space, either way. 1 part cinnamon, 1 part whatever red spice, Cajun, paprika. Good, let's release, open up, and then other side. I am feeling spicy. It's so funny because I have a lot of mommies in my life who are like, are you sure you should be? And I'm like, look it, if you want to independently fund my business for 3 weeks so I can take some time off, hey, have at it. But we have some reality here. And if also you want to come and entertain me all day long and get me in a great mood, have at it. I need to get outside. That's what it is. I need to move outside. Bring your right elbow up. You want to take your fingertips and touch either the nape of your neck, if you can reach them down to your shoulders, in between your back. Just make sure you push your head back into your arm. And then I like to tug up instead of over. So it's going to go over anyways, but the upward tug gets a little bit down into the tricep. Yeah. Good. I have to navigate this line between fighting and working with. We all do, right? Release. So, fighting, go the other side, press your head back into your arm so you're nice and tall. Fighting looks like the class that I taught before I had the boot on, where I was like, I'm still gonna do everything. Then I found out how many things were going on with my foot and realized, oh, well, surgery means that I could be out for a lot longer, so maybe I'll just chill a little bit. But that doesn't mean that I lay down and, disappear. It just means I show up differently. Good. Relax. Take both hands back, slide them back to your rebounder, push your chest up, and I'm kind of rolling my arms backwards little chest and bicep stretch. I am back bending a bit, kind of pushing my chest and my heart up as my arms rotate back, which feels really nice for me. Good. All right, come on forward. Bring both legs out front, reach your arms up, round forward. If you can grab your toes, go for it. If not, go for your shins. And then just round back, curl back. So kind of hang back from your toes. This is for your back. I tried to put a little gemstone. My friend sent me sequin straps for my boots, and I tried to put a little gemstone on. But I don't know. It kind of looks like something got stuck on my boot now. Something that shouldn't be there. I don't know what. Good. All right. Let's roll up through the spine. Okay, friends. We made it. We made it. Let me get all my tech tools here. I really appreciate that, Joy. Somebody said to me the other day, like, I admire the fact that you just keep going. And I think I said this last week. It's just like, what's the alternative? And what I'm not trying to do is gain strength right now. I'm doing maintenance. I'm not doing it, even in the body parts that are fine, I'm not pushing it because I know my body needs to rest. But the suggestion of rest from so many is doing nothing, and movement, when you go from lots of movement to lack of movement, there's a head game in there, and you have to be really careful about that, because for a lot of us, movement is a gateway to our livelihood, to feeling our connection with our own selves, the conversations we have with our body, the way we feel about ourselves. And I'm not talking about an aesthetic point of view, I'm talking about like actualizing, oh, I can move my hands, I can do this, I can pick this up, I can walk up the stairs without a whole lot of, effort. That's what I'm trying to hang on to, is just the feeling of self-efficacy. And so, I'm just trying to be creative in doing it and reminding myself that, like, there is a time for rest, but we just know, like, that gentle movement does so much for the body in terms of moving lymph, circulating blood flow, helping the recovery process. So we're not pushing it, but we're doing what we can, yeah? And learning in the process. So, my friends, don't forget, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Yay! Don't forget to check in why the movement matters to you this week. Right now, I've just recognized that it's such a mental health tool for me. I hope that it's serving you in the same way. Tell your friends, let's get to that 500 mark this week. I mean, we're only like 5 subscribers away. It opens up the opportunity for things like memberships and just like different aspects. Thank you for all of your contributions to support the channel. I really appreciate it. We're gonna keep going. We're back on Wednesday with a little bit more support, but just know that if we work an upper body strength on the bounce on Monday, we're not gonna repeat the same workout on Wednesday. So if you feel a little sore, know that we're gonna do complementary aspects and just some front support elements on the mat. So look forward to that. If you have any questions, I'm almost always here. It's the truth, I'm always here. And then be sure, if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, I send out a couple of emails per week. Sunday's a little diary digest, and midweek, sometimes it's about programs, sometimes it's about, I'm gonna be doing a challenge for the fall. I always do one, it's called Fall with Grace. And this year we're gonna focus on liver health and hormone health, which is exciting. So, because I just finished my course and I passed my test with a high grade. And so I have a specialty in hormone health now, graduation ceremony tonight. And essentially it's exciting, and I want to share some of what I've learned, because it's super easy things that we can do to support ourselves through every stage of hormonal change. All right, you all have a great rest of your week. I will see you on Wednesday. I love you. Goodbye.